Unscheduled live. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. We'll just wait for some people to show up. I got my cameras a little bit different today. Face on. I don't know. You get to see my crazy stand-up desk. This is where I spend all of my time. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So the fight of the Harkles. So wasn't gonna let this one go. I actually did have a video that I was going to upload for today about the water, but I chose not to because I figured it would make sense to go live about this fun little tidbit. Well, not so fun little tidbit of information. So we'll just wait for a few more people to come in. Howdy, howdy. Everybody tell me how your day is going. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how you like my blocking. I'm like so professional. This is totally a unscheduled but planned live, unlike the one that I did the other day by mistake. So, word on the street, we all know that Harry and Meghan were in New York at the UN talking about Nelson Mandela on Mandela Day. Harry got up and made a speech. We all saw the Meghan situation where Harry wriggled his hand out of hers. Hi, Finep. Hi, Salio. Comment in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want a magical reading from me, there is a link in the description down below. You can get a magical reading. So, so we did see that Meghan was trying to hold Harry's hand. Harry wriggled his hand away, and then she grabbed onto his arm. It was pretty dramatic, and she also put his hand on her thigh, which I thought was a little suggestive. You know, they're not teenagers. They shouldn't be behaving like that. It's just my opinion. You know, the royal family was really big on not showing, or is really big on not showing PDA. And so, ew, it's kind of gross. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the alleged rumor that they had an all-out brawl out at the hotel, either prior to the visit or after. Apparently, there was broken crockery that was charged to the room. So I think Amber Heard was a crockery thrower. So I'm wondering if maybe somebody is having trouble keeping their temperature or temper. Speaking of temperatures, it is 96 here where I am on the East Coast. So if you are so inclined, I know we do the gas prices on Dueling Tarot. If you want to tell me what your temperature is at your house, I will send cool breezes your way. So let's start at the top. We'll start with this deck. Why not? Why not? So let's start at the beginning. Did they actually have a fight? Was there really a fight? Or is this just a big, fat, stupid disinformation rumor? Did they have a fight? That's some difficulty there, and the information got out. They're trying to shake it off. So they're gonna try and smoke screen this sucker. So there was a disagreement here, and the information is leaking out very, very slowly. 111, Jen. Holy schmoly. Get inside. I hope you're like laying in a pool watching that. I hope like you're floating along at like rehab in Vegas, and you know, that, not like rehab, but like rehab, like the nightclub. Is rehab still there? I think it's at the Hard Rock. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't been out there in quite some time. Oh my gosh, I got a new laptop, guys, and it's going bananas with pop-ups. It's so annoying. So Jen, I hope you're floating in a pool and you have a nice cool drink in your hand. So this is leaking out. This is information and it's getting out. The people that leaked, the staff members that leaked, what was their attitude toward them? So initially they really liked him. And then it was like the mask came off. I said the mask came off. The mask came off. I'm so used to looking at this because the camera used to be here and now the camera's here. I'm gonna try and keep looking at you guys. So the mask came off, and that was when they were like, "Oh well, you know what? All's fair in love and war. Like we're not going to, you know, nothing to lose for us leaking this information. You know, we either tell the truth or we don't tell the truth." So that is a shame. So let's see who started this fight. So there's a rumor that Meghan was mad that she couldn't do the speech with him, that she wouldn't be up there with him participating. She wanted to do like a dual speech. Oh yeah, and there we go. That's a woohoo yes card. That's what she wanted. So she wanted to participate in the speech. How's she feeling now? How you like me now, fellas? Oh, poor Harry. Poor Harry. Oh, this is not good. So, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to pull the blocking down a little bit more for you guys so that you can see a little bit better. And I don't know where this glare is coming from. Hi, Penny. I'm trying. Oh, that's a little bit better. That's a little less glare. So how she's feeling right now, she is feeling like her information got out, but she is furious with him. She is not happy with him. And she's not backing down. She also is feeling like they have nothing left. There's nothing left of the relationship. Oh, she's rejoicing. She's rejoicing. Why is she rejoicing? Still got that cough. So rejoicing because this is some sick stuff, guys. Okay. She's rejoicing because he's stuck and he has no place to go. It's a little bit sad. Stuck and no place to go, and she's got all this power over destruction. It's a really destructive power. And she's kind of lording that over him. She's like, I can make or break you right now. And I'm not going to stop fighting. Yeah, it's so weird. Like when I do readings for them, like I really want there to be two kids there. And I just don't feel them in the equation. I don't know if it's because they're not paying any attention to them or if they're not there. Like, I don't know what it is. It's so odd. I just feel like it's like the children are so not even on her radar. Like, it's really disturbing. Let's see how Harry is feeling after this knock down, drag out fight. Rumble in the jungle. New York City jungle. See how Harry's feeling. How are you feeling, Harry? How you feeling? Oh, we'll get there, Lisa G. Don't you worry. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Ask questions, guys. Ask questions if you want me to look stuff up. That's the whole purpose of these lives, live and interactive. You guys can ask me anything. So he feels like he has nowhere to go. You know, it's in the quieter moments after the fight, or even like just when like the fight simmers down, that like he's like, oh, I'm just gonna get some rest. But it's not real rest. He's not really resting. What he's getting is just like a respite. Um, so I don't know where they are right now, but like they're not. They're okay. You know when you get into a fight with somebody and you just are kind of simmering, and you're still in the same room, and you're being polite. You're not being mean, you're not being nasty, but you're still being polite but very cold. Like that's kind of the state that they're at right now. It's like they're like passing in the kitchen. Um he's trying to get his ducks in a row. And I really do think he's asking for help. He certainly wants to ask for help. So that's really sad, but he doesn't know how to go about it. He doesn't know how to gather his forces to move forward into the future. He's like really trying to be happy. Now, like, don't get me wrong, boys and girls, he is not my favorite. But he's really trying to be happy. I don't think he knows how to be happy. Why doesn't he just go home? So, do you know what, Sally? I did not order the book yet. I know, I'm like the worst, but I want to get it on my Kindle. So like I'll just boop as soon as it's available. So why, let's tackle Lisa's question. Why doesn't he just leave? Hi, everybody. Thanks for logging in. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Give me those thumbs up. We're this close to get 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we'll have a big party. I'll do like a Saturday night live and do free readings for everybody for like 12 hours. You'll get like, I'll be all weird and like one eye hanging out. So well, you guys know from dueling tarot, after like 2.5 hours, we get a little bit weird. But last New Year's, I did a tarot marathon. And so I kept doing lives with, I kept doing readings for like celebrities. But maybe when I get to 1,000, I'll do a reading for all you guys. You can just come in and I'll just pull some cards and tell you what's up. So why doesn't Harry just go home? Why doesn't Harry just go home? What are you afraid of, Harry? Oh, I should be laughing. It's not funny, but it's not funny. I've been working all day and I'm psychically on fire right now. So I'm sorry, guys. So the reason he doesn't just pack his duffel bag and go home with his bad hair and his bad attitude is because of this guy right here. So we got William right here, and this is Harry. So, you know, the thing with William is that Harry really feels like the crown cultivated William and ignored him and made him kind of the court jester and the dunce. He feels like there was an inequity of treatment between him and William. Not necessarily true. There's different treatment for both of them. William has taken direction much better. So let's take a look at that. We'll go a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. I'm in rare form today, guys. Rare form. Rare form. William. Harry. It's we'll pull these up a little bit so you can see them. So William was not given all of the gifts. He simply wasn't. This isn't like William, like, well, was born, oh, he was like the golden child. You know, he was born with some gifts. Now, I mean, that's saying a lot because, you know, he was a prince and he was, you know, prince of the blood, born into like the ultimate of privilege. But you know, there were things against him. So we have our Queen of Pentacles here, and this is him losing his mother. And this is him constantly doubting whether he is going to live up to the expectations of a future King of England. Constantly doubting whether or not the realm is going to survive and endure. You know, he's very, very concerned about those things. Now, Harry is more concerned. This is more of a localized self thing. He's worried about, how am I going to prove myself? How am I going to show everyone that I'm great in my own realm, which wasn't necessary. So he fails to look back on the gifts that he was given as that second born. As that second born, he was given a lot more freedom to be cool. And I mean cool in the British family sense. And I've always said this about him. He was probably like the funniest guy in the family. But when you take the funniest guy out of a not really funny family and you put him into the greater universe, like, he's not going to be that funny. Like, he's not going to be a Ryan Reynolds. And I think he really, really wanted to be that funny guy. And funny goes a long way with me. Like, you know, if you can make some jokes. But he left the family, forgot the goofy fun guys, like, oh, you got to grow up and like not drink and be naked while you're playing pool and getting busted doing stupid stuff out at pubs in the local area. You know, he could have still had that kind of freedom. He just had to temper it and make sure that he didn't do it. Now, his hope is that there's still that love for him, that he can still kind of be a goofball. Is there, you know, can they carve out a role for him like that? This Eight of Pentacles does suggest that, but he's got to disappear for a bit. So I think, you know, Africa is a great place for him to go for a little bit. He loves it there, or loved it there. You know, should he head to Africa to rebuild his reputation? Sans wife, Sans. So 110 in North Texas. Woo, Deborah. It does feel like the world is on fire. This world is on fire. I'm sorry. I love that song. I wish I could sing like Alicia Keys. So I told you guys I'm on fire tonight. Psychically on fire. So our sloppy shuffle, we always get one. So is Africa a great spot for Harry to make his great escape? Great escape. I know other readers talk about this. I'm talking about it. Is the time nigh? That would be earth shaking. He would get a lot of support from the community. He would be able to abandon everything and he would finally find peace. Yes, do it. Do it, Harry. You got to go. You got to go to Africa. So I think that is a neat thing. So where do we go from here? What's next for the Harkles? So we're going to look at them as a unit right now. We're going to see how close to that bitter end we are. You know, I just feel so bad, like when he's got that face like thunder. It just really is so, so sad. Oh, okay, wait, I got another question. Let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at that one. And now, oh, Mandela, that is a great question. Okay. So will Tom Bauer's book affect their world in any shape? Public versus private life. Let's look at the public life first, okay? I'm so excited about this book. Can't even tell you. Hi, sweetie pie. Hey, Angus Pangus. Angus, would you go? And there's a deck of cards on my desk bed. My son is here. I'm going to get another deck. There's a deck of cards in a rosy colored bag. Would you please bring that down to me and come around this way because I've got the curtain pinned. Such a good kid. So, all right, let's see how their public life is going to look. Public life. After this book comes out. Oh, no, don't do that. It's pinned. Come this way. I have arrived. Thank you, my darling. What a good kid. He's a great kid. If you want, you can crawl under.
What do you mean it's pinned? Where did you pin it?
I pinned it on the side, yeah. Public versus private life. There's my little sweetie pie. Oh, that's unexpected. Oh, that's unexpected. Bye, Angus. Thank you.
I shall return.
Sweetie pie. He's psychic too. He just doesn't want to deal with it yet. So, their public life, they are still going to put the media spin. They're still going to try and put their media spin out, but they are, I can't even say it any other way. They're shitting egg rolls. They are shitting egg rolls. So, and that's not cultural appropriation. My husband makes great egg rolls. So, the main concern is that this is going to destroy their profitability. This is going to destroy their ability to make money and to monetize everything in their life. They are going to lay it on thick. So this is going to be our PR. Like, we're just going to ignore it for the, like, now Meghan is going to adopt the never explain, never complain. They told her to do that when she was in the royal family. She did not do it. And now she's going to do it. So before the book comes out, they are very nervous. They do not have control over the emotions. They think that this is going to be a disaster. There's a lot of unknown. I don't think that they've read this book. Let's see, one question. 1, 2, 3. Have they read the book? Did they get an advance copy? Did they get a copy for approval? Did they get a copy just for getting a copy? I think they got something. This might be the drip feeds that we're getting from the internet. That might be what we're seeing there. So there's going to be a bit of a runner after this. She's going to try and right that ship. And I say she is the one that's coming through. She's going to be the driving force. So we'll take a look at them separately too in a minute. Yeah, she's going to just try and keep working at that. So what's Harry's response to, how are people going to look at Harry publicly? Let's do that. How are people going to see Harry publicly after this book comes out? Unhappy, unprofitable. They're going to say they wished he stayed back where he was. Stay in your lane, Harry. Be the fun guy. overall unhappy. Like they're just, oh my goodness, they're just going to see him. You know, the recollections may vary. I think really, really is going to apply to Harry on this. We're going to hear a lot of stories that were the opposite when he told them. What about Meghan? How's Meghan? I think we know Meghan is going to go into PR overdrive. Oh, serendipity. What's Sam's retraction? What was that? I don't know what that is. Give me more information. I'll answer that next. So she's going to go into denial. Oh boy, she is not going to have any control over her emotions whatsoever. Yeah, I'm like a cartoon. So she is going to go into overdrive to try and save her reputation. She's gonna try and wreck him. And I knew this was coming. I had a feeling this was coming. I thought she would oh, okay. Serendipity. I got you. We'll look at that. We'll look at that. So, you know, Lisa, I see your comment there. I don't think that she's going to go crazy and harm him. I think she's going to go crazy and harm his reputation. So I think I have predicted in the past that there was going to be a Amber Heard type of situation, but I think Amber Heard kind of bested her on that and took that away from her. So I think now it's like reputation damage, and how much is that worth to you? You know, I don't know. Meghan is such an egomaniac that I think she can, for entertainment purposes only, I think she really thinks that she has earning potential no matter what. Like she can, you know, go full scorched earth and she's still going to have earning potential. So, like excessive earning potential. So let's see what this book is going to do to them privately. Let's see how Harry is going to deal with the book privately. Well, you guys all follow me. You all know what these mean, right? So, hi, Amanda. Welcome to the club. 33 of you. We got Rolling Rock numbers here. So, welcome, everybody. Thanks for checking in. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm almost to 1,000. And in the description, there's the link to book a reading with me. If you'd like one, you get to see this wonderful setup. You might get an appearance from Gregopedia or my dog barking. Life is good over here. So privately, they're really ready to call it a day. However, this is like the hit me baby one more time. So this is, we have a contract, we're together. Let's see if we can make this work. So it's, I think it's an unhappy business relationship perhaps at this point. And I did get that flipped over, but we're going to get some more. Sloppy shuffle. Aw, thank you, Amanda and Serendipity. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. they both know that the marriage is not good. But they are kind of keeping that secret. They don't want people to know yet. Is that because Meghan doesn't want people to know that she's failed? Is that because Meghan doesn't want people to know she failed? Oh no, she just wants to keep the money. She's gonna fight for that money. She's gonna fight for that money, honey. She's not letting that money go. Not letting that money go. So wow. Okay. So we had another question, didn't we? Keep asking questions, people. I am not leaving. Okay, so Mandela, why can't he see leaving is the best thing for him? We're actually gonna switch decks. So I know you guys love it when I switch decks. Oh, so what I had Angus go up for, this is a deck that I bought my kids to give me for my birthday. So it's Oracle, the roses, and the deck is really amazing. It's all these different roses, and they have different Oracle names, and so we'll pull up some things. I pulled up some things today for myself. I'm actually going to put them over here. Is that going to get in the way? And we'll just see how we do from there. Do this. I'm going to apologize in advance if I hit the camera because this is right on the camera. So, all right, here we go. Why can't he see leaving is the best thing for him. Why can't he see it? And we're using the Tarot of the Unknown, my new favorite deck. Love this little deck. It's super cute. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He just can't find any way out of the paper bag that he's created for himself. So he knows he's gotten himself in really deep. He knows going back to the UK is going to be the best thing for him. And I'm not doing it in his voice. I'm going to save that for Dueling Tarot. Right? He knows one of the things is that he really did want to come back. He wanted to show that he was a tremendous success. He just really, and this is my abundance quattro from Alicia Wicker. He wanted to be this tremendous success. He wanted to walk out of the castle with like suitcase in hand. I have my suitcase and I'm going to make my way in America. You know, like the little Lord Fauntleroy. Isn't that? No, he was like fancy. Like Pip in Great Expectations. He just wanted to go make a big splash. Wanted to, prove that he could throw it all to the wind and make money and come back and be a fabulous success and have all these fabulous, glamorous friends rather than the royal family. It's not glamorous. Oh my God, really. He does feel like he killed his old life. Like he really transitioned, and his goal was to see through the eyes of others, and his goal was to resonate with other needy people, and he does that to a certain extent, but he doesn't fully understand them. So like, I don't know if you all remember when I was doing a reading on him, and I was like, oh well, we'll give the people dirt because the plebeians, they love to eat dirt. He really doesn't know how people live. Like there's some component of him when he goes to Africa, and like I apologize for, you know, kind of throwing this out there and impugning him. But there's some element of like when he goes and he sees like a one room shack in Africa. No, where do they really live? Like, where's the bedrooms? They're not on the floor, are they? And like he's kind of incredulous. Like it's almost like he's in this fantasy land. He doesn't believe that they really live like that. So the people that he's helping, yes, he does want to, but he doesn't fully understand how destitute is. It's incomprehensible to him because he just doesn't have that experience. He's never had to wear the same dirty underwear 3 days in a row. I know that sounds so base and silly, but you know, he really hasn't. He's never had to worry about being cold. You know, cold was a level of discomfort for him. It wasn't a lifestyle, a living condition. He really does feel that he has hitched his cart to this lifestyle moving forward. And there is that moment. He does have moments where he's like, oh, I can still do this. I can still be a great success. I mean, I am doing the voice. I'm sorry, guys. You know, he still thinks that he can make a big splash in America and he can, you know, do all the things and he just has to network, you know. So I think the networking thing, you know, and I find there's great value in networking. I know that, you know, the best deals are cut, you know, across the lunch table versus across the boardroom table sometimes. So he's trying to do the networking thing. And this is part of that, going to the UN and doing the Mandela speech, which, like, I don't know about you guys. I think it's a really bad look to have a prince of the realm giving a speech about Mandela. Like was that the only guy that they had? Like, he's a ginger from the royal family. I just think that there's somebody else who could have given that speech. Just my feeling. So, you know, I think it was not a great pick. I get it. His mother had something to do with Mandela. You know, had something to do with him, but so he still wants to be that abundant winner, but he can't figure out how to move forward, and it's frustrating him. He's very frustrated. Why isn't this working? It's so easy for everyone else. And the reality is that it is easy for other people when they have some kind of engagement. He really does. All of this trial and error for him really is a sign for him to back off. This is not his wheelhouse. He's not a politician. He can be a spokesperson for the royal family, but he can't be a politician of the Isle of Prince Harry. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, some newscast, I think it was a Greg Gutman, said or Gutfeld, I'm sorry, Gutman. Oh my God. I think he said they wanted to be the president and first lady of woke America or something, or it might have been Tyrus who said that. Obviously, I watch Fox. So, you know, he can't be that spokesperson. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a job. You can't make up your own job. So, you know, that's oh boy. Okay, where serendipity? Will Sam's retraction affect this book? So we're gonna switch over. I'm gonna keep that deck for Harry and Meghan. I keep my abundance on it, so my abundance quad, so that maybe they'll get some money. All right, so is Sam's retraction going to let's do this. Will this retraction affect the book? So why don't we say, is the retraction going to affect the book negatively? We'll see if we get that. Is the retraction going to affect the book negatively? You're like, how sad is it that, like, I'm like, oh, I wish I could take a day off from work just to read the book. I think I did that when one of the Harry Potter books came out. I think I took a day off. I was like, oh, I can't. I got to read this book. Can't come into work today. I got to read a Harry Potter book that just came out. You got to do what you got to do. I'll probably have to take a day off when that last Game of Thrones books come out. So, Song of Ice and Fire. Wikipedia will correct me. It's a Song of Ice and Fire. The show's Game of Thrones. So, will Sam's retraction negatively affect Tom Bauer's book? Oh, let's see what we get. What are we getting today? What are we getting today? Oh. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to negatively affect the book. So, the devil is, when the devil is upright, the devil is cohesion or codependency with things that maybe are not necessarily great for you, or that are holding you back, or that are limiting you to some extent. So when we get the devil in reverse, the devil in reverse is, oh, that's so much fun, like right in front of my face. I'm liking this new camera, so I'm not all over the place. So the devil in reverse is contracts broken, secrets revealed, breaking free for the greater good in some senses. Now, when we get this Queen of Pentacles next to it, she's very truthful. So this is a breaking free and getting the truth out there, and a lot of celebration. There's going to be a lot of celebration for that. So I don't know exactly what happened with that retraction. If he said that the the article, the conditions of the article were different than what was presented in the book, but whatever. We'll figure it out. I have to read my gossip now that I'm out of my regular day job. So someone will come out badly on this, but it's certainly not going to be the book. I think the book is going to be merrily rolling along like the happy little squirrel that it is. So I think that is going to do fine. How's Tom Bauer feeling today? Let's take a look at Tom Bauer. Because we got Tom Bauer. I should do like a countdown reading to the book being released. I'll have to check and see if I can do that for all of you all that are in England. I don't think I have anybody from England on tonight. Hands up if you're here from England. So, oh. How is Tom Bauer feeling today? And then we're going to go back to Rumble in the Jungle with the Harkles. So Tom Bauer has released, I think, all of the leaks that he wants to release, all the little tidbits that he wanted us to get to whet our appetite. I think he has given all of them out. I don't know if we're going to hear some groundbreaking additional things. Hopefully we will. But he's very excited about it. And if you look, we have our little Page of Wands here who's covering his mouth. So he's going to keep the rest of it under wraps for now. And he's going to let the rest of us do his job, because he knows that we're going to have tarot readers and talking heads and celebrities, and everybody's going to be buzzing about this book. So that is definitely going to be a fun thing. So let me see. I'm just checking. Oh, Jude's here. Hi, hey, Jude. There's a photo. Oh, for real? Who knew that? All right, so we're going to pull one on that one. That's a good question. So, did Harry get a little bit of DV? Harry get a little bit of DV. Nobody likes any DV. It's not like going to DQ. I went to DQ with my kids and Gregopedia. Had not been to DQ in a long time. And we went to DQ. And it was awesome. We went to the DQ that I used to go to when I was like 5 years old. I was like, look at this. So, did he get a little DV? Keep those questions coming, guys. If you want me to stay on, I'll stay on a little bit longer. I got dinner made. I'm not cooking anything. It's 1,000,000 degrees. It's 95 degrees outside. I'm not going upstairs and putting that stove on. So I might go out on the porch and have a glass of wine with some ice in it, but I'll probably come right back in. Do we have situation of DV? DV. One card. There's a lot of shuffling to get one card. Bang. So death in reverse, okay? So death upright is usually a no. So sometimes we can consider this a yeah, sort of, when it's in reverse. So we won't go too farther on that. I'll save that for another one. So we got Alicia. And I just want to keep this going. Let's pull out the Ellen Cannon Reed. You guys know I love this deck. And all you new people that are in here, hi, welcome. If it's your first time, jump in on the comments. We got a lot of fun people here. All right, so is the book going to be a major blow? Is this going to be a major blow to their reputation? Let's even go further. Is it going to be a death blow? Is this going to be a TKO? Or no, not a TKO, a KO. We don't want a TKO, technical knockout. We want full knockout. Is this going to be the last dance for their reputation? Is this going to be the last dance, the last blow for their reputation in England? In England, which apparently is on fire right now too. Alexa, what is the temperature in London, England right now?
Right now, in London, United Kingdom, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, well, it's the middle of the night. Alexa, what is the weather report for London, England tomorrow?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in London, United Kingdom. Look for lots of clouds, with a high of 76 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 61 degrees.
Are they wrong? Am I hearing? Thank you, Alexa. Friday, it looks like it's going to be 81. So, I don't know. Maybe their heat wave's over. So, death blow in England. Will this book be a death blow in England? Death blow in England. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. So, that is unfortunate. So, I was very hopeful when I saw this Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. I said, oh, good, look, Queen Elizabeth is going to come to the rescue, and she is going to basically offer them asylum from themselves. But then we say, what? Death card. End of it all. And I do think that they are going to extend some support, whether that is emotional or financial. They are going to extend some support to help them help their equilibrium, help them equalize, just kind of try and get their bearings again. Is Queen Elizabeth going to secretly tell Harry to blow this popsicle stand? I'll go into that a little bit further in a second, too. She is going to ask him to look at what he has done and what he is capable of and the things that he has accomplished, and view that in the scope of what his life has done now.
Love you.
Sorry, had to yell at someone to close the door because I could hear his screaming videos. I don't know if any of you have young men in your house, but for some reason, my son chooses not to watch my YouTube videos. He will like them, but he chooses not to watch them. And he watches these other guys who do stupid things and they are yelling through the whole video. Like they're just screaming. I'm like, it's not funny. I don't understand what you're watching. And I have a really broad sense of humor, but just not very funny. So she does want him to reflect on where he is. Is it too late? Is Elizabeth not going to be, Her Majesty, is she not going to be able to call this wayward boy home? Is it too late? I think it is. Oh. Oh my God. That's like the ultimate sloppy shuffle. I don't know what I'm doing here. I sound like Joe Biden. What am I doing here? She's gonna try and call him home. It's not too late. She's gonna, there's a lot of messages going back and forth. She is talking to him. So there we go. So how will this book be a death blow to their reputation in the United States? So it's so funny, like in the United States, for those of you that if I do have people from England on here, we have a fair fondness for the Queen and for the royal family. Like we're not like, oh, it's not like the revolution happened like 2 days ago. There she is. There's Queen. We have, some level of respect and what am I trying to say? The revelry and the pomp and circumstance. We're down with that. It's fun. We like glamour. We're not like all beer and backyard pig roasts. So, is this book going to be a death blow to their reputation in America? Oh, I don't know if you guys saw how this card just kind of creeped out of my hand. So like, when I teach tarot, I tell my students, sometimes the cards will jump out of the deck. Sometimes it's a sloppy shuffle. And sometimes, you're just, not shuffling very well or not paying attention. This one definitely like kind of folded out of the deck. So we're going to keep him out. And that's our Prince of Cups. This is an interesting card to have kind of creep out because this is like, hey, you know what? Maybe we do still have some love for this guy. Maybe there is still some hope. So, oh. So, had to get my fan. It's getting hot in here. So, this is kind of neat. So what we have here is this Prince of Cups. Still likable guy. We might still like him. Iced coffee. Homemade. Love it. So we might still like him. There is some opportunity of building here. of creating something with him. There is somebody who wants to offer him some kind of protection here in America. If it's Johnny Depp, I'm freaking out. But that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like somebody who's been through something similar with, we can all sing the was it a Will Smith song? Gold digger. I'm sorry, she's a gold digger. That's what she comes up as. And he is much more likable without her. So those of you that have watched me for a while, one of the things that I've always said is that I believe that the royal family had a plan B for Harry if this marriage didn't work out. Go to America, go do what you're going to do, have your backyard barbecue and pig roast, drink beer out of a bottle. And if it doesn't work out, our plan is going to be to, see, it's the truth. Plan is going to be to bankrupt you. So we're not going to let you take anything. You're going to be completely broke. You're going to have to deal with it for a while. And then we will send in MI5 or MI6 or whomever, MI7, to extract you from the situation. And it'll be much, much easier for you because you will not have any finances in the event of a divorce. So there's not going to be anything to split up. So, I was talking about J-Lo and Ben Affleck the other day, and I know from some of my friends that do financial planning that, higher value individuals will sometimes, and high profile individuals will sometimes set up a fund, accounts that are, and this, of course, is not for regular people. This is like if you have multi-millions of dollars, you'll set up an account to be the first go-to in the event of a divorce, in the event of a split. And, that would not be a bad idea for Harry. So, but nonetheless, so I've always said that the royal family has some kind of a plan to get him, but I think it's more Queen Elizabeth to get him out of here. I don't know if William and Charles are necessarily in on the plan. Like, Charles, what is love anyway? So I think that this may be part of that plan, is to kind of get him destitute so that there isn't a big brouhaha over the divorce, even though we all know that there's going to be. So, all right. So I think I was going to ask a question, but I got lost there. So Jude said her brother wrote a letter saying she would be the biggest mistake that ever happened to the royal family. So what did Meghan's brother know? I think he's Thomas Markle Jr. Thomas Markle Jr. We got jump outs. That was a sloppy shuffle. So yeah. So it's interesting that America might like Harry again. He's got to get a cowboy hat though. He can't wear that weird hat that he had. Like, good day, mate. No, you're in Texas. So Thomas Markle Jr., what did he know? What did he know? What did he know? Thomas Markle Jr. Oh, so we're going to read upright. He knew that she would lay it on thick. He knew she would lay on this phony baloney emotion to try and get what she wanted. He knew that then she would, create drama. This isn't change, but it's drama. Create drama to satisfy her own end, to make sure that she gets that creature comfort, that she gets to keep all of the ducats, so that she gets this, secure home. So the Ellen Cannon Reed deck, the Four of Pentacles should be it's the gentleman, the king sitting down, and he's hoarding the Four of Pentacles. He's got two under his feet. He's got, I can't even remember. Is it like he's hugging them? I don't know. But there's four, and he's hoarding them. This card is more of security and creature comforts, and it reads a little bit more like the. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not holding it up correctly. It reads more like the Four of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So we really get this sense of, I want that legacy, I want that security, I want the big house with the fence and the kids in the yard. And there are two little kids there, and one's a ginger. One's a ginger. So it is, about having, that was really what she wanted to do. And then we get the Tower. The Tower is, here's our drama. This is like drama destruction. So we've got this, and it's all about trying to get the ends here, trying to get to, a place of security and where she can count her money and look back at what she did, and not being ever satisfied. This is part of the problem, though. Not ever being satisfied with what she has. There's always more that she wants. She wants to get more. She will nothing will ever make her happy. So being a prince did not make her happy. Being in a palace did not make her happy. So, and then here is the truth teller. The truth teller about what she was made out of. So that was what Thomas Markle knew. I think all of us know people like that. He knew that she was going to be like that, and he was trying to put that out there. So that's what we get. Are the British royal family? Jude, you are my favorite with all the questions. Well done. So are they on standby to do an intervention? So are they on standby? Let's see if they are on standby. Is that plan B, an intervention in place? Well, they're disappointed. Yeah, they're waiting for the blow up. Oh my God, look, these are all, I shuffled them. They're all coming up. Same. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God. Tell me the cards don't lie. So they're waiting for the blow up. They're waiting for the blow up. They need him to speak his voice and to be ready to leave the creature comforts of the house, and to come home. And then once they do that, spell will be cast. Glenn Danzig will show up and bring him home. So it's not really Glenn Danzig. So let's do this. Let's go over to the roses. Let's see what these British roses are going to do for us. So these are oracle cards. So we're just going to pull one, and I'm going to use the book because, of course, I didn't memorize them yet. I will get there eventually. But let's see how the Queen's feeling right now. And we're just going to do Heart of the Matter. We'll pull Heart of the Matter cards. So this deck is so pretty. Look at how, I don't know if it's going to read on here, but the gilding on the edges is like a rosy pink. It's not red. It's a rose red, which is just gorgeous. I loved it. Didn't know they were going to have that color, but I love it. So how's our Queen? How is our Queen? Do Heart of the Matter. How's she feeling about the whole stupid situation? It's the Outsider. We got the Outsider card. And it is, it's represented by the Duchess of Edinburgh Rose. So we'll look it up. We'll look up the Outsider. I went right to it. I must have gotten this today. For myself. So, going against the flow could be a helpful way to gain additional insight. Often we can break up the negative patterns and influences by ceasing to try and work it out and by creating a new pathway with our new set of plans. So she might be planning something differently, or she might be just backing out of it. Energy surrounding new ideas, opportunities, even windfalls are present. It also says the outsider does risk loneliness when placed within groups that already have established codes, but they are great disruptors and inventors that often create change for the better and help others to become inspired to do the same. So let's do this. Let's pull a card. I'm going to wear my glasses for a few minutes. I don't know if the ring lights are shining in them. The ring lights are shining. Let's see what kind of oracle card Harry needs. And we got the wild rose, the Barbary leafed rose. It's the alchemist. Sorry, I'm not putting those right in the middle. Sorry about that. The alchemist for Harry. Before you, there may be paths to choose from and problems to deal with. I think so. Or blankness that needs to be filled. And this will only be solved by your own hand. This is all about him taking control and agency over his life. Your perspective is vital and has ultimate bearing on the next move, but use that power wisely, as movements that are unbound by natural laws are usually short-lived celebrations of glittery magic and emptiness. The alchemist crafts from what is already there, or here, I'm sorry, and with the resources that are available. They trust in their own natural abilities and the possibilities and intuitions inherent in themselves and others. So that is neat. And the astrological sign for this card is Scorpio. Let's see what we get for Meghan. And Meghan gets, the father. The father is a mountain rose, also a wild rose. And her message is the real power to begin anything in your life is ultimately yours. I don't know if we should be telling her that. Though you may be influenced, blocked, or gifted with opportunities, it's up to you to create the action needed for making a foray out into the world. Oh, no. Perhaps patience is needed or more study before your plans can unfold. And maybe you are trying to do something that is not truly aligned with your passions, values, and calling. The father takes time to make trusted decisions that others can rely on. They are courageous, capable, while inspiring a quiet type of leadership. That is not true. So, whatever. No, so mean. But listen, Jude, I'm going to pull one for you since you asked all these great questions. This is for Jude, who is AKA Brian. So Jude, you're going to get a card for yourself, sweetie pie. Oh, Jude, you got the outsider too. You're like our Queen Elizabeth. So just a reminder what the outsider says. Outsider is going against the flow, could be a helpful way to gain additional insight. And often you can break up negative patterns and influences by ceasing to try and work it out and by creating a path with your own set of plans. Energy surrounding new ideas and opportunities and even windfalls are present. The outsider does risk loneliness when placed within groups that have already established codes, but they are great disruptors and inventors that often create change for the better and help others to become inspired to do the same. So I hope that resonates with you and that takes you into the evening with some happy thoughts. So let's see what else we got here. I'm moving up on the question. Oh, okay. This one. Yeah, but we're still answering Jude's question. Did Meghan write that speech? Rotate a little bit. Take another card. Did Meghan write that speech? Did she write it? Was that Meghan's speech? I think she certainly wrote the line that said, "My wife." The wife, no. Not entirely. So, not entirely. They wrote it together. There we go. Our lover's card. They wrote it together to be empowered. But the messaging is not good, because the messaging is not really it was an advertisement, again, like Greg Gutfeld, I think he said, or it might have been Kat Tim, somebody on that show said, was that a speech or a job interview? You know, the idea is that they were trying to present themselves as thoughtful and doing their due diligence in the political realm. So that was just yeah, so they wrote it together. I'm sorry, Jude. They wrote that bunch of drivel together. So so let's see. Oh, let's see what else we got. Oh, somebody called me out of the sloppy shuffles. Somebody on Facebook. Okay, let me see. I'm just going through the comments. I wish I could bring this. Oh. Okay, hang on. I'm trying. Wow, you guys, these are a lot of questions. Woo! This is great. Okay, so we got Lisa. So will the divorce proceedings begin within the year? So let's do this. I'm gonna do a 12 card spread, but we're not gonna read every single minute of the next year. So it'll be 12 cards from August. Okay. And I'll just do like a real quick. So we got August. Oh, mama's not happy. This is not a happy wife situation. September. September, they are not going to be on the same page. They are going to be fighting. October, looks like people are going to be moving forward. August, September, October, November, looks like Harry will be taking some power back. December is not going to be a fun Christmas at their house. January, we're going to be fighting over money. February, still fighting online. March, not happy with any settlements that are offered. April, still arguing, not doing it high-mindedly. There's going to be some ridiculous demands. May, Harry's going to have some of the wind taken out of his sails. He's not going to be very happy in May. June, oh, there's that guy. We all know who he is. That's when some of the shadiness is going to come to the surface. We're going to see real things. June, Harry's going to start. That's when settlement will probably go out. And then July, we're probably going to see a return of the Kooky Prince, return of Harry the fun guy, and very selfish behavior come August of next year. So market, well, we should probably put a timer on that. I'll have to go back in and mark the times and see if my 12 months of Harry goes. So yes, it looks like some maybe divorce proceedings. But somebody else said, and I don't see the comment, but somebody said he would never get divorced because of what happened with his parents. Does Harry have a different opinion about that? I'm not going to pop up the comment so you guys can see it. So has Harry's opinion of divorce changed recently? Yes. Yes, his opinion has changed. Because he had no idea how exhausting it would be to be married. And he did not realize that you can't fix everything. Like that was one of the things. Like he thought like, you know, you can kind of not get along and, you know, deal with it. And then, you know, you just kind of storm off and, you know, cool off a bit. And then my accent is not Harry at all. I don't know who it is. It sounds like the accent we had for our dog Bruno. But he really thought like, oh, there's drama, and then you walk out of the room, and then the servants clean up, and they make dinner, and you know you're not, you know, passing in the hallway and pissed off at each other, and you're busy with other things. The problem is that they are not busy enough with other things. They actually have to create these other things to keep themselves busy, so that when he was with the royal family, you know, you have a fight with someone and you would still have your engagements, you'd still have your calendar in play, and so you know, you would have to go and do those things, and it just kind of got swept under the carpet and kind of I don't want to say healed over, but kind of you know, that whatever the argument was, it got callous and it just kind of went away. Now, that's not to say that there's not longstanding rivalries or bitterness between certain, you know, parts of the royal family or people in the royal family, but you know, it was much easier to have, what is it, a row, a row, a row, a row. I'm not sure how you say that. I never use that word, but you know, ROW. You can have a fight and then kind of roll along with it. You know, as far as I can tell, he is someone who will be at a simmer all of the time about something, and if someone needles him about it because he's not used to that, he will boom blow up and go into a full boil. So you know, has his opinion of divorce changed? I think it has. I think part of his, you know, like Chris Rock said, when there's a Chris Rock, when you're dating someone, you're dating their representative. You're not dating them. You're just dating their representative. And it's not until later that you actually get to meet the real person. So past, present, future. He still has reservations about divorce because of the business of divorce, but I do believe he is much warmer to it because he knows that you have to empty your pockets when you get divorced. I don't think he realized that that was a reality. And you know, I don't know if they have. I've never done a reading if they have. I don't think I have about a prenup with them. Is there a prenup? Let's see if there's a prenup. Prenup. This is a maybe. I don't think they have something that's. They may have a pro-snup or something stupid like that. I doubt it. I doubt once she got that ring on her finger. Sorry, I gotta fix this light because it's. I think it's our problem here. No, I don't know where that light's coming from. So there's a whole bunch of lights here. But I don't know where that one's coming from. So let's see. Yvonne, that's a good one. So how, let's just say the bosses, the bosses behind Meghan Markle, how are they feeling about this book coming out? That was a jump out, but I'm not using it. I'm sure we'll see it again. I'm sure we're going to see it again. How are the bosses feeling? I don't know if you guys can hear that. My kids are doing the sound bowls upstairs. It's over. Oh, it's so over. Oh, little darling, you're not doing what we need you to do. Dun dun, little darling. So, level of disappointment. So they're apparently what they wanted her to do was not what she was executing. She was doing a number of other things. There were some statements that she made that they didn't like. They really want to sever that relationship with her because she really doesn't have the reach into the royal family that they wanted her to have. And she's like party one now, not really doing anything, and she's a tremendous disappointment because they thought that she was a much better actress and she could have towed the line. Had she not tried to flex so early on and just kind of smiled and looked pretty, things would have been a lot different. So now they're just going to go on their merry way and continue with what they're doing. This is the end of the road for her. It's the end of the road for her with them. I don't think entirely. So they put a lot of eggs in this basket. They thought that this basket was going to be an inside track and that they were going to get some control. They don't like the way that she's flexing now either. It feels a little too flappy. Like that's such a bad description, but it just feels like she's kind of desperately trying to gain purchase someplace. uh you know she's not utilizing the tools that they gave her. She did not utilize the tools that they gave her to get on the inside. She was just too arrogant, and she decided, no, I know better. She made up her own lines, and that they're like, that was dumb. Like, why would you do that? You're not sending our message. You're sending our message and like 5 other messages. Like, you should have just shut up and sent the one message. They're still partnered with her, but under the surface, they still have a lot of faith in her. They think that she can still do something. What's their next plan? What's their next plan? What's the next plan for the bosses with her? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What is the next plan? What is the next plan? Did not know I was going down this rabbit hole, Yvonne. So, oh, we know who this is, right? That's our Prince William card, huh? So they have to back out and redirect. Huge disappointment, but there are still things that they can do. They have some information that they can sit on for Prince William. So she did collect some information. She did collect some things on him, but their focus is going to be on disrupting him in particular. So that's where they're going with that, disrupting his reputation and his life, causing him anxiety. How will William do with that? Is William prepared to go to battle with such dark forces? Jump out card. Yes, he's going to bob and weave. He is going to bob and weave. William has a very big brain. So, oracally speaking, when I think about him, he has a very large brain. He knows a lot of stuff. Oh, he is partnered with all the right people. He is cut out all, and he's very well protected. Oof, and there's our tiger mom. That's actually Catherine. He knows what he has to do. So he's like, as like, there's a saying, dumb as a fox. So he's not dumb as a fox, but he is as ferocious as a poodle. Let's put it that way. Like he is like a poodle or is like a Rottweiler in sheep's clothing, I guess. They think he's soft and he's a pushover, and he's not. He's not. He's very, very crafty. Grandma taught him well. So William's gonna be cool. Everybody, don't worry. Don't worry about him. He's gonna be all right. So let's see. And I'm gonna start wrapping it up. So since we were talking about them, how did Kate and William feel about the book? I'm sorry, I'm like, I think Kate is like, bring it on! I can't wait to read it. She's like, I'm calling in sick. I gotta read the book. I'm getting extra punchy, guys. I hope you're all having fun. Make sure you like and subscribe, okay? I'm this close to 1,000. How did Kate and William feel about the book? You know what? Let's look at William. How's William feel about the book first? Let's look at him first, okay? So there we go. Wills. How's he feeling about this book? How's he feeling about this book? He feels protective of his brother. He doesn't want this book to decimate him. Even though they are not on the same page right now, he is concerned about his brother's reputation. He does not want him to have an irrevocable damage to his relationship. His concern is that it's too far gone, that like the more that Harry does, the more disruptive he is to himself. And so that concern is really, that's a reality for him. He wants to do something to help protect him a little bit more. We have that Seven of Swords there, Shady McShadester. You know, other people cannot understand that generosity that he does have there, because he's been so resolute in his resistance to all things dramatic and Harry. His fear is that this is, again, going to irrevocably harm Harry's reputation, and that this will be a poor end for his brother. So that is his concern about the book. He has zero concern about Meghan. He doesn't care one iota about her. He's very stony when it comes to her. So how does Kate feel about this book? How does Kate feel about this Tom Bower book coming out? How does Kate feel about this Tom Bower book? Oh, it breaks her heart. And she just wants him to be able to start anew. And her concerns are the same. She just wants them to break up. She's just like, I just want him to break up. I just want him to come home. I don't care if I'm a disruptor. I don't care if I break up that family. I don't care what kind of damage it is. We have to get him out of there. This is like a hostage situation for her. She's like, I know how terrible that woman is. And I feel that. I don't know Meghan Markle from scratch, so I don't know if she's a terrible person, but this is how I read the cards, and this is how I see Catherine viewing her. This isn't done out of mean-spiritedness, though. This isn't like, I want to wreck the family. This is like, I can't believe he's in so much pain. I want to get him out of there. I want to get him well. And she feels powerless to do so. She just wants him to be happy. And others have trouble understanding her generosity in terms of emotion toward them. You know, that's the people that surround them are like very surprised at Will and Kate because they are being pretty generous, and they're like, okay, we got to see how this book comes out, and we got to see if, you know, we got to throw a life preserver. So that's really, you know, what we're getting out of there. So, you know, the hopes that they can bring him home and make him whole again, and ultimate outcome, you know, we may have a decimated prince here. So let's do one of these rose cards for Miss Kate. Duchess Kate. Don't you just love her? Don't you just love her? She's so thin and pretty and has great legs and great hair. She's got great hair. Oh, we got the hero for Kate. Sunburst rose, yellow rose right there. So the hero, let's see what our hero says. Keep going with what you are currently working on because there's a strong indication of positive outcomes and eventual success. A mentor could be a valuable asset at the moment. Look to them, for example, as personal advice, as well as personal advice, as you are being shown the way rather than having to seek it. The hero is willing to take on challenges and sacrifices for others on the way to improving the world and certain situations, and in order to leave a legacy of change behind. They thrive in leadership roles and provide inspiration and motivation for others, especially those that have lost their drive. That is a very interesting card for her to get. So that's what we got there. I'm starting to get a little fuzzy, boys and girls. I've been on for an hour and a half. Hi, Celtic Rune, darling. Is it still 875 degrees where you are? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. As people forgive him, he's like she's tapped into his insecurities, was frightening them. Yes, agreed. Yes, totally agreed with you, Nicole. Also, you should have done the work and realized exactly what they were, what they are to help prevent against manipulation. Once he's out of her control, I think he might see. William is already holding on and hiding to Harry's position. Yes, Elaine. Yes, I do private readings, Elaine, in my signature in the description. You can. There's a link to private readings with me. All right. So, oh, wait. I gotta get down to the new comments. Okay. Oh, serendipity. That's great. Oh, that's great that your brother is free. So I think I hit all the questions. Oh, William had MI5. Look into Meghan's doctor. So let's take a look at that real quick. We'll do two things. We'll talk about MI5 and MI6. Apparently, MI5 did look into those doctors. So let's see. Let's see what we see. Oh, death card. So, yes, I do think that MI5 was checking into the doctors. I think they were dispatched. I think they found out some shady information, but they are working on keeping it to themselves. and it will be released at the right time. I don't think that this is going to be something that we hear out about. I think what they found was very negative and nothing to celebrate. So that is interesting. Now, here, we have also heard that MI5 is keeping an eye on Prince Harry here in the US. So let's see if that is true. And I don't mean in the intimate sense where he knows they're right there in front of his face. So yes, I do think that there are some MI5 keeping an eye on him. UC, undercover. I think that is to protect the Prince of the Realm. Is it the Prince of the Realm or the Prince of the Blood? I think I think they're interchangeable, but I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments if you want. I'm getting psychically fuzzy, so I'm like, wah. But and I'm talking about doing marathons. So I could do marathons. I'll just talk to you guys in between the readings and stand up every now and then. So yeah, I do think MI5 is there. And I think we covered everything. Do we have any more questions? Let's see. Jenny Jen. Well, I can't use this deck. I gotta use this deck. Is Meghan using a different kind of magic? It's a kind of magic. Is she using magic? Thumbs up for all my Queen fans and Highlander fans. Four of Swords. I am going to say no to the magic thing, but I am going to say yes to the manifestation. What I see here is isolation, nostalgia, the mother. This is the Empress card's our mother card, guys. She's been using this on him, and this is more powerful than any magic that any of us can conjure. This is, I am going to constantly remind you of what you've lost. I'm going to constantly let you know that this was a challenge for you, that this was something that is irreplaceable. It's something that you can't ever recover from. And that's really where that magic is. And this Three of Cups, which is usually a celebration card, was in reverse. But because this deck is so beautiful, I read it upright. So just for you guys so that you can see it that way. The Emperor card is all about maintaining that control, maintaining some kind of firm grip on that individual. And, it's no secret that, I think the creepiest Meghan Markle fact is that she wore his mother's perfume. I have a book on, it's like helpful hints. It's like super old, and it has some bad advice in there. Like it tells you to put pills in chocolate for dogs. Like it's really old. It's like, that's a really bad thing. I have dogs. Do not do that. So one of the helpful hints in there for the new mother is wear the same perfume freely at the hospital, and then you can put it on the baby's crib sheets, and the baby will smell the mama smell and be more comforted if they wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know if that's a great idea if your kid's got allergies. I know that I did do it with like different scented body lotions. My kids didn't have a whole bunch of allergies to things like that. But wearing the smell is, one of the nostalgia senses. We will get, very, very intense memories from the scent of smells, or from the scent of smells, from scents. I know when I was a kid, one of the first barbecues that I can remember going to in the summer was at my grandparents' house, and they had a big cooler. It's a big like plug-in cooler, like you would see like at a grocery store. It was on their screen porch, and I had a Dr. Pepper. And every time I open a Dr. Pepper now, I have to smell it. It doesn't smell the same as when I was a kid, but I remember that smell. It was, oh, wow, it's a really cool smell. And the smell of honeysuckle, too, reminds me of when I was a kid. So, wearing wearing her perfume on their first date, it's a little creepy. I don't even know what kind of perfume my mother-in-law wears or wore ever. Like, that's creepy. That's a creepy thing to do. I'm just saying. So here we again have this Princess of Pentacles, this seeker of pentacles. She is trying to cultivate them, trying to find them. And if you look at the card, there's a gentleman's hand in there too that she's trying to hang on to. Just saying. So yeah, it's just really sad. So I don't think magic in the sense that, negative, cultivated magic. But I do think that she's manipulating things. So let's see. So apparently TB refers to Lily as H's daughter. Oh, that is interesting. Huh. I'm not going to pull on that because I've pulled on the kids before. And I just don't really, like we'll find out when we find out. Okay, what else? Okay. Tracy. So is Her Majesty going to see him back in the fold? Let's switch up. Switch up. Wow, you guys got 2 hours with me. I didn't think I was staying on for 2 hours. So, will she see Harry return? Will Her Majesty see Harry return to the fold? Will she see him come back? Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. Doesn't look like it. No. Oh, man, it doesn't look like it. You know what? He may race back. He's going to be too late. He's not going to make it in time. He's so dumb. Go home, Harry. Oh, what a dummy. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to read. Will Charles be king? Okay, Will Charles be king? King Charles. I've been waiting for so long. Need to get on the throne. Will Charles be king? We're going to pull one. Let's see what happens. Charles the king. Doodaloo doot doot. Heart of the matter. Charles the King. Yes, we're going to get Charles the King. Now, I have read on this before, and I always say that Charles is going to be like king for a day. I don't know why I'm always saying this, but I always feel like he's going to be king for just like not literally a day, but and this kind of shows that like here's our pathway here. So we'll move up a little. Move up a little. So we have, you know, he doesn't have much to do. Like there's not a lot of room for growth and achievement. Like whatever he gets in there and tries to accomplish, he doesn't have a lot of time to do it because he's old. Like, you know, I mean, I'm old, but like he's old. So I think they're going to let him rule for a period of time. And it's not going to be exactly 24 hours, like one day, but I think they're going to let him rule for a period of time, and then he will carry on. I don't get the sense that he is going to expire at a young age. I don't think it's going to be something like that, but I think he will, you know, step down from duties and let, you know, Kate and William and the rest of the working royals take over the day-to-day. So I think that's really what we'll see. So will we see him step down early on? I think he's very content being like a gentleman farmer and attending to his organic things. Yeah, like I just don't think he's going to do it. He wants to be king. He wants the party. So, you know, we'll get the party, and that'll be fun. That'll be moneymaker for England. You know, we'll see some money flush in. So that'll be good. So yes, I'm going to say that Charles will be king. I'm going to stick with my consistent story here that I do think he will. So, do you think there's a publication ban on the book in the U.S. due to litigation? Gosh, I hope not. I can't order the book. I can't order it. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't want to pay like $40 for this book. I'm sure, you know, when Finding Freedom came out, my workaround, because I was not going to buy it, there was a somebody put a full-blown recording on YouTube, and I didn't care if they got the views on it. But I listened to it on that. I just wasn't going to buy it. I'm not doing that. You know, so that was my workaround for that. So yeah, we can't buy it. I mean, here, well, I'll even check my phone because you know it's coming out tomorrow. So let's see. I keep looking it up. Amazon. Do 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 do. Revenge. It is right at the top. Revenge. Tom Bauer. I've been looking it up every day. Yeah, can't find it. Can't find it at all. Not there. I may have to spend $40 on this book. I may have to do that. I don't know. My husband's gonna kill me. Oh no, I can't say that. I can't say that online. He's not. He's just gonna make fun of me. So, good night, Yvonne. Yvonne went to sleep. Good night, Jude. Everybody's gonna. So. Book depository. Oh, okay. Serendipity. You're my hero today. All right. So I think I'm going to wrap it up. I still got 40 of you here. 39. You guys are troopers. So thank you so much for hanging out and with the new blocking. And I'll post a video tomorrow. I'll have like a regular production video tomorrow, but today I wanted to give you a little treat with the live. So thanks for being here. Remember, thumbs up. And I hope all of you have a great night. I will see you soon. And once again, they're in the description. You can book a reading with me. So I'd love to see some of you getting readings. I have a few booked for this weekend, but I still think I have plenty of time on Saturday. I don't think anybody's booked on Saturday. My Sunday's a little bit crazy though. All right. So everybody have a great day. Have a great night and stay cool. Talk to you all very soon.